Hello folks, here's another quick tips and tricks video. My tip in this video is going to be learn your 3-chord tricks. So what do we mean by 3-chord trick? Well, it's a jokey reference to a card trick, of course. But what I really mean is learn the 3 main chords in the most popular, most common guitar keys. Take for example the key of A, perhaps the most popular key in rock and roll guitar. Maybe you already know that the main 3 chords in the key of A are A, D and E. So if somebody says to you, let's play a rock and roll song and we're going to play it in the key of A, you already know that the main 3 chords you're going to be playing are A, D and E. You might throw in an A7 or a D7 or an E7 or an A6 or even some 9th chords. But those main 3 chords are A, D and E. In musical theory terms, those 3 chords are referred to as the 1, 4 and 5 chords. Sometimes that's written in Roman numerals, so I, IV and V. So why is that? Well, you need to think about the A major scale. If we ignore the sharps and flats, an A major scale goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then the octave A. If you look at that, the notes in positions 1, 4 and 5 are A, D and E. 1, 4 and 5 chords. And that works in any key. Another popular key for guitar, for rock and roll guitar, is E. So let's have a look at the E scale. Ignoring sharps and flats again, we have E, F, G, A, B, C, D. So the 1, 4 and 5 chords, the main 3 chords in the key of E are E, A and B, although we tend to play B7 on acoustic guitar. Let's have a look at some other popular guitar keys. G. The major scale for G, ignoring sharps and flats, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. So the main 3 chords, the 1, 4 and 5 chords, G, C and D. Key of D, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Main 3 chords, 1, 4, 5 chords, D, G and A. Key of C, no sharps and flats in the key of C, so the scale is C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So the main 3 chords, the 1, 4, 5 chords are C, F and G. So I'm suggesting you learn those 3 chords in those keys. The key of A, the key of E, the key of D, the key of G and the key of C, the most popular guitar keys. What that means is you can think of chord progressions in this 1, 4, 5 system way, in a way that's independent of any specific key. Take for example the 12-bar blues chord progression, very popular in rock and roll of course. You can describe that chord progression, or a version of that chord progression, like this. You start off with 4 bars of the 1 chord, have 2 bars of the 4 chord, go back to the 1 chord for 2 bars, then you have 1 bar of the 5 chord, 1 bar of the 4 chord, and then 2 bars of the 1 chord. Or if you have a turnaround at the end of the chord progression, you might finish off with 1 bar of the 5 chord. So that's the 1, 4, 5 way of describing the 12-bar blues chord progression. So if you know that chord progression in that abstract key independent way, and you know the main 3 chords, the 1, 4, 5 chords in the main guitar keys, you can now play 12-bar blues in any of those keys. Makes it much easier to play rock and roll, I'd say. So I hope that was useful. See you next time.